Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber on the rise, reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
This is Crazy Cars 2 on the Amstrad CPC, released by Titus in 1988. It was also released on the Atari ST, the Amiga, ZX Spectrum, and the Commodore 64. I have a gameplay of the ZX Spectrum version, and it's fantastic. I have not played this version, so I'll be very interested to see how this compares to that. And I compared the Spectrum version to the Commodore 64 version, which is absolutely shite. I have not played the 16-bit versions yet, so I should probably check out the Amiga or the ST. This is a sequel to the original Crazy Cars released by Us in 1987 that was really rather successful, hence the fact that it spawned this. And there is a third Crazy Cars, and apparently that's on the Amstrad as well. Who knew? The first one was, well, at least on the Spectrum, really rather poor. It's one of those games that when you looked at it stationary or in magazines or on the back of the box, which obviously would be stationary, the size of the sprites and stuff like that, it looked absolutely fantastic because it had a Lamborghini in it. But the road was shite, and there was no, like, I recall there being no undulation. Fixed all that with this, because you're on a Ferrari F40 and you are running from the old Bill in this. Think Smokey and the Bandit. So I'm assuming we go from state to state, because look, starting point, Montrose, Colorado. Next is Denver. Right, so let's get into it. This is on joystick, I believe. Don't know what reviews it's got, but it got good reviews on the Spectrum, mainly for the graphics and how well the road moved and stuff like that. Don't think there are other cars, just think that the old Bill comes up, and from what I remember on the Spectrum, he's a pain in the ass to get by. And also I remember this being incredibly sensitive to control. Said it like that so you understand how incredibly sensitive it is to control. But it might not be on this. Fire. Right. Speed, top left, it's in kilometres because, you know, the game's stupid. Top right, I think that's supposed to be a radio that lets me know if there's bad stuff. Fire, change gear, scoring stuff in the middle at the top. This is not a port of the Spectrum, because, not just because it has colour, but obviously it's in colour, so it has chunkier sprites. But it has undulation. I'm not a massive fan. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's roadblocks everywhere. Not a massive fan of that acceleration. Listen. Is that the Doppler effect? I get that confused with the effect that where your wheel looks like it's spinning backwards when you hit a certain speed. Right, on or off, hard left, hard right. These are our control options. Slow down. Oh yeah. Everything blows you up. Right. Change down. Oh, you are under arrest, game over. Press any key to restart. Shit! Wow. Fire. I say it out loud because somehow it makes a difference. Right. If you let go of accelerate, you stay at the speed you were going. Top speed is 200 and 300. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my speed. But look how the road moves. Slow down. You got to go around the outside. So, Ferrari F40 went, what, 202 miles an hour? So what's that in kilometres? Kilometres, because I'm fucking English. At least it tells you what gear you're in. That's useful. Lots of games didn't. Looking at you, Power Drift, depending upon when I make this video live. The road effects are lovely. Right, we got to get ready to chuck on our anchors or go around the outside. I'm getting scared to accelerate flat out. Oh, it's your Bill. Right, so slow down and then go around. Hey, you can take a little knock, which probably would have done about 15 grand's worth of damage to this car. I do like the road effects. They're not up there with Chase HQ, but they're a lot better than most of the other racing games on the Amstrad. That noise is horrible. Hey! Oh, slow down a bit. I'm really not liking the on or off. I know it's a game from the 80s, I know it's on an 8-bit system, and I know I played it on the world's worst joypad, and I know it's digital. All these things I am aware of, but it's brutal. It was brutal on the Spectrum, to be fair, but not as brutal as the Commodore 64 version, which is shite. Did I mention it's shite? Because it's shite. So, right, trick him, and then he does move across the road. This is the problem here. Now, if he gets in front of me and stops me outright, that happens. But I was going so slow at that point that it literally I couldn't go around him. I had no speed. This is harder than I remember it being on the Spectrum. Awkward pause. I don't think I never made it to another state on the Spectrum because I played it back in the day. I will say it was a little bit smoother on the Spectrum. Obviously, it was monochromic. Look at that! He doesn't blow up on those. I think the difficulty... No! They... Look at this guy! Fucking Buford T. Justice. The difficulty on this makes it damn near fucking unplayable because your reactions with your on or off controls are just cut short. Like, they're blunt. They're like, close your eyes and run towards a brick wall blunt. Especially when they put those roadblocks that the police can go through, because of course they can. They're Casper the Friendly Old Bill. Ooh. No, he's in front. Right, so how do we do this? Not like that. I can't get by them. It's like sheer fucking fluke. Right. Come on then. Like that. Really? Slow down? I feel like it's my driving test. Slow down, pull to the middle of the road, signal, wait for a gap to appear in the traffic and then turn right. Passed my driving test first time. He says that and then he blows up, because of course I did. You know all those people that say, actually, you're a better driver if you pass your driving test the second time? No, you're not. I mean, it was fucking 90s, man, when I learned to drive. We didn't need participation medals then, but that's just fucking what they say to the kids who constantly failed their first test to make them feel better. No, you're not a better driver, because here's the thing. If you were a good driver, you would have passed it the first time, weren't you? And don't say I got nervous. That's all part of driving on the road. And I passed mine first time. I was wearing everyone's lucky charm. I had so many chains on. I looked like fucking Mr. T. Right. See, what am I supposed to do there? I think you... Oh, no. You can go indefinitely. I don't know if there's time. Until Buford... Fuck. No, because that would be awkward. Pulls you over, nicks you. Right, is he still there? That's cool that he's still there. Right, let's get a little gap going. Like that. I'm not going to lie, when you pull it off, and to be fair, the reason I'm shit at this is because it's my first play. And I haven't played the Spectrum game in about 5 years. But when you pull it off, it's satisfying as tits. Look at this. Is it going to go into nighttime? Is it going to go into nighttime? Or is that just because the horizon, the way it was working, is that's the colour bracket at the top of the sky? Ooh! So you can take some hits. Ooh! It's those fucking roadblocks. When they made this, did they realise... Look, he's just going to drive straight for the roadblock. Did they realise how fucking extremely hard they made it just by putting those there? You have to go around the outside. You can't go through the middle, obviously, but the gap on the outside, either side, is pretty much the same size as the gap in the middle that you can't go through. This could have been a really, really fun game. It really could have. Road needs to be a little bit bigger, the cars need to be a little bit smaller, and also the police need to be a little bit more AI-y, in a good way, and the gaps on the side of the roadblocks, I understand the purpose of a roadblock is to stop traffic, but that's in real life. This is a video game. They need to be a little bit less roadblocky. One more go. JSHQ's better. Is Turbo Outrun better? Don't know! Can't get it to work. Right. I do like the Doppler effect. Right, slow down. No. Look in your mirror, wait for there's a chance to overtake, signal, and overtake. They should have just called this Crazy Cars Driving Simulator, because if you can fucking overtake in this, then you can overtake in anything. Could have used, I was going to say, could have used some civvy vehicles. Obviously I am a civvy, I am aware of that. Oh! But the thing is, then any form of overtaking would be impossible. I like the fact, and I did on the Spectrum, that... Is there wire between the telegraph poles? Yeah, there are so many roadside obstacles, and they really do move smoothly. Like, it really does give a decent indication of speed. It has that definitely over other games. Would I say it probably has it over Chase HQ, but then it completely flushes it down the toilet with its fucking on or off turning shit. It's certainly miles better than Crazy Cars 1. Don't drive through me and kill me! I find myself saying that a lot, in real life too, now that I've got my new car. Hey! Does that mean, no, he didn't get stuck behind it, I just accelerated. Well, you would hope I could fucking out-accelerate with a $200,000 car in 1988. That was a question because I don't know how much it costs. We're gonna go left. See, that's cool. Oh, if I went right, can I go right now? And then it's still there. See, there is some effort's been made. Some efforts. Oh, ooh, hey, look! More of my car. That was a proper power slide. That alone would have cost what, £1,000 on your tyres? Ah, the old Bill is strong with this one. Ooh. See, it's because it is a bit broken. It's hardly broken as it is. It is supremely satisfying when you get around the old Bill. Oh, and then I died because I was talking about that, and so obviously I was going to die at that point. No, but then this happens, which is just unfair. And also the car seems to just get bigger. Yeah, fuck you, Smokey. No. Ooh, it's just too unforgiving for its... Look at that road effect there, that is cool. It's just too unforgiving for its own good. I feel there is a decent game in here that they could have got out if they probably fucking play tested it, to be fair. Right, I had to change down then. Ooh. And also, I don't want to have to cross the county line in a realistic fashion to the actual state itself. Crazy Cars 2 on the Amstrad CPC, it looks nice. The controls are too sharp. It's too brutally unforgiving. You know, the roadblocks and having to overtake the old Bill is supremely satisfying when you do it. Would have liked in-game music, but you know what? There was, I say it is, but obviously it's never going to be fixed. There was potential in this. I wonder what it got in the reviews. Anyways, always I love to know things, especially if you played this back in the day. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.